Bonjour, c'est Claire at French in the Midlands. Hello, Claire at French in the Midlands here. Following on to our previous video about object pronouns, I'm going to show you how they work in tenses other than the present tense. First of all, let's look at the immediate future. It describes what you are going to do. So the pronoun goes before the main verb, not the going to part of the sentence. This is really important. Have a look at these examples. Je vais les inviter. I'm going to invite them. So really in French we're saying I'm going to them invite. The les doesn't go before going to because it would make no sense. Inviter is still the main verb. Next example, il va lui parler. He's going to talk to her or to him, depending on the context. Again, it's after va. Il va lui parler, and before parler, which is the main verb. Elle va vous donner des renseignements. She's going to give you some information. Same thing. The vous goes after va and before donner. What I've done is I've used the same examples throughout this video, and so you can compare how it changes with the different tenses. Let's have a look at the actual future tense, which is the one you use when you want to say I will do this, I will do that. Again, it goes before the main verb, just like in the present tense. You see, the future endings is what you stick at the end of the verb inviter, for instance. You stick ai, so that's your ending. That's what makes it will. Therefore, you still got only got one verb, one main verb, which is inviter. So the les, or whatever pronoun you want to use, goes before that. Je les inviterai. I will invite them. Il lui parlera. He will talk to her or to him. Just like in the present tense. Elle vous donnera des renseignements. She will give you some information. Just a quick reminder here about the future tense. When you want to say I will in French you cannot translate without a verb. So I will invite, inviterai. I will talk, parlerai. I will give, donnerai. Do not ask me, how do you say I will? It's not a question I can answer. Let's now have a look at the passé composé, which is the past tense you're going to use when you want to describe what you have done or did last week, last year, 2 hours ago, at the weekend, etc. The pronoun here goes before the main verb, and the main verb is the être or avoir bit, not the past participle. Let me give you an example. Je les ai invités. I have invited them. The main verb here is have, because that's the one that's going to change with the I, you, they, etc. Invited remains the same. It's no longer the main verb, if that makes sense. So I them have invited is what you say in French. Example number 2. Il lui a parlé. He has talked to her or to him. Again, the lui is before the has. Elle vous a donné des renseignements. She gave or has given you some information. Now for the imperfect tense. That's the past tense you would use to describe what you used to do or were doing when something else happened. So they're usually either background actions or things you used to do in your youth. So whenever you can replace what you're saying by used to or was doing, that's the tense to use. The pronoun here, just like in the present tense, goes before the main verb. There's only one verb in this tense, so it's not difficult. The imperfect is formed, like most tenses in French, by adding a different ending to the actual verb. So, je les invitais, I used to invite them. Again, what makes it imperfect is the AIS at the end of invite. And that's the used to bit. So again, do not ask me how do you translate used to. I can't, unless you give me the verb you want to use. Il lui parlait. He was talking to her or to him. That could also be he used to talk to her or to him. We don't know without the context. Elle vous donnait des renseignements. She used to give you some information. Or she was giving you some information, either way from the context. And that's it for now. I hope that was clear and concise enough for you to remember. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. Comment below if you have any questions. And if you want more ebooks or videos or anything else, go to FrenchinTheMidlands.com. À bientôt!